good, y'all? It's Smooth with Motion.
Yeah.
We back.
Yeah.
As always, let us know how we did in the last video.
We know it was great.
And of course, it definitely was a banger.
Of course.
Like all of them.
Of course.
I don't know when y'all been going to be getting these, but it's definitely a banger for sure.
We kind of just going. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just going. Let's go.
We
just trying to stay consistent
Yeah,
for y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
See,
you said.
that was our resolution, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna be consistent. That's that's the time we on. We doing it. We really
That box
doing
is
it.
checked now. And we're going to keep doing it.
Mhm.
So, like, comment, subscribe, share with the homie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, we're going to kick off this podcast.
Yeah.
We got the homie Nelly Nell. Nelly.
Yes,
Another
sir.
special guest in the building.
Yep.
Blast to the past, actually, because this has been a homie since
A
high
minute.
school.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So you know what time it is? Origin story. Go ahead.
Origin. Yeah, we both know Darnell. He's a really good dude. He's been about his business for as long as I can remember. Let's see. I met Darnell. First time I ever met him, he was in my English class in 7th grade. And we would just goof off. I ain't gonna lie. we would goof off. We was in it, but we wasn't in it. And then we went to the career center together. He was in a different program, and we would. It's like they were never long interactions, but they were consistent and they were always a good time. Like Darnell has always been a solid dude to me. He always been about his business. Really hilarious guy. He's very funny. Like he's just a genuinely good dude, and I'm glad he could pull up and share what he got to share. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Joe,
what's your experience like with the man?
Study hall. My brother there. We be in there talking about music. I'm telling you, talking about music, talking about women, talking about what's going on, politicking. I'm telling you, we just be in there chopping it up. He be in there rapping sometimes. Look, that's what my brother be producing. You know what he doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what my brother was always gone.
Multi-talented guy.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
That's back when I remember that Ice Melts. I was trying to have you up on that beat. I said, "Oh my gosh, brother, you gotta hop on that beat." He hopped on that beat. Now it was hard. That's back when brother had the locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transition. I had the locks.
He was pulling up to the lunch table.
Shoot, Joe had locks.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's crazy to think about now, but a long time ago, this man had the nicest locks in school. Some of them. It's crazy. But cool. Well, Nels, bro, thanks for pulling up to the Sandbox. We appreciate you. We know you got your own little stuff you want to promote, so I'm going to let you take the floor. So first question is, who are you? What are you promoting today? And, what brings you to the Sandbox, bro? Because, this is the first dude that reached out to us, bro. Can you believe that, bro? This man, Nels, that touched my heart because, that's already my dog. So I was like, oh, shit, what Nels on, bro? You know what I'm saying? We chop it up here and there. But he was like, hey, I want to be on the Sandbox. I'm like, all right, cool. So I know he's got something he wants to share with us, all of y'all. So I'm going to give him the floor right now. What you got?
For sure. Yeah, I just wanted to come talk to my brothers, and I told them I have to be on their podcast. I see they've been consistent.
Trying to.
I see they've been really, locking in with their craft and real recognized real. So I had to come and I had to ask, and I wasn't taking no for an answer. Joe wasn't trying to text me back. He had a problem with texting back. I call and double call and stuff like that. I do stuff like that. So I don't never have no shame in my game. So I was getting on this podcast one way or another. But
I'll take that, y'all.
I came to talk about my new business that it's not really new, but I came to talk about my business that I'm starting in Columbus, Ohio, and the skills that I learned from different places and that I've been researching and traveling and figuring stuff out. I came and bring it all back to my city, and I think we'll benefit from that very, very well.
Dope. So what's the business, bro?
It's called Final Lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Final Lap. This move with motion. So I feel
bro, collaboration
to do it. Final Lap is a creative agency, like a creative studio, clothing production studio. We basically help people from A to Z when it comes to designs, when it comes to production, when it comes to the business of things, we help people. I gained a lot of knowledge from different things, and I have a lot of people helping me out that does different things in the clothing world. So we just all wanted to come together and build a hub for people that's looking for different types of I want to say different types of guidance when it comes to,
like-minded individuals.
Yeah, different types of guidance when it comes to building a thing. Because people, they know what they want, but they don't know the steps it takes to get there.
So they don't know how to do it. Yeah.
So what made you want to pick Columbus?
And how the idea start? Like, what made you... Like what like was going on in your head that was like, oh, I really want to do this for other people?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer the idea start question first. The idea. So basically, I was in LA. I don't know. I'm gonna start back from a little before the close. I graduated high school, and I had a friend that was in LA. That told me, like, you can come out here, you can come see, what we do out here, stuff like that. I was real curious. So I went out there to see, and I loved it. I loved the whole lifestyle, how fast it was and stuff like that. I was out there for music producing. So I was producing music. I did my thing with that. But I realized.
Shout out to my brother. No, he really did his thing. Y'all don't know about him.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't earn a gold a platinum plaque.
He definitely did.
Okay.
He definitely did.
Bro tried to announce that was something normal. I just earned a gold plaque.
It's something I just did on a Tuesday afternoon, bro. I might have dropped a little gold. Okay.
Exactly. One of my many achievements is whatever that is.
Definitely wanted to, I definitely wanted to, do that, and because that was what I did in high school and stuff. But I always been a businessman since a kid. My mom bought groceries. I tried to take some cookies and sell them to the neighbors. So that was just the type of person I was as a kid. So the producer didn't really, my urge still wasn't, all the way like fulfilled with producing. Like, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but it was like, I can't do this for life.
It wasn't like your purpose. It wasn't like your calling.
Yeah. It was fun though, but it wasn't exactly like something I'm like, I can make a living. I can be in the studios all day.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah, all day, every day. I start getting burnt out at a young age. I'm like, yeah, this is not. But I was seeing people coming in. We pretty much lived in the studio. So everybody in the studio would come to us. Like, everybody came to us. So I would see like different businessmen and different people coming to us, and then they could leave when they wanted to. That was that was what I was jealous of. I'm like, damn, they leaving.
That freedom.
They doing what they want to do. They coming to us, they selling what they gotta sell, then they doing. So I had it was this guy, I forgot his clothing brand, but he came and he showed us some clothes. And I was like, I like the idea of that. Like, I like the idea of being able to, have multiple customers and being able to go in different people's worlds, selling to them and then coming back to your own world. That's what I wanted to do. So,
plus, you always been a fly guy. Fashion has been your thing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all peep the fit today.
My brother is fitted.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's another thing I always been trying to get dressed. So to make a long story short, when it comes to that, just to answer this question, I start getting into fashion and skipping a few parts of the story. I started living in Vegas.
Yeah.
I moved to Vegas. I start tapping in with the people in fashion there. It's a big conference called the Magic Show. And I was making clothes at this point. Like, I didn't have my brand, but I was kind of like making clothes, trying to start a brand. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. But I was just tapping in with all the people. And it's this conference in Vegas called the Magic Show. And that's when everybody from different countries come in to Vegas to pretty much say, we make clothes, and come find us and order through us.
So like a big networking.
Because we make clothes. So my friend, he was security there. Like, it cost to get in there. He was security there, and he called me. I just got back from Columbus. I was visiting my family in Columbus, and I just got back. It was like the day I got back. He called me like, hey, bro, I'm at this magic show. It's these Pakistan people, bro. They say they make clothes. They really cool. they want you to come here. And the Pakistan people got on the phone with me. He like, yeah, bro, like, I come here, we'll sneak you in. Like, we'll give you our badge and we'll sneak you in and talk to him. So I'm like, okay. I got dressed.
He said some divine intervention.
Yeah, I got dressed.
Did your friend like tell them about you? Is that how they?
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely divine intervention.
My friend told him about my friend is a real good friend from Vegas. He helped me out a lot.
Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out.
Subscribe to the pod too.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, subscribe to the pod too.
Yeah,
wink,
for
wink,
sure.
bro. Share with all your friends too. Yeah.
So, pretty much when I did that and I went to go see them, I told them I wasn't going to spend any money until I went to Pakistan. I didn't even have a passport. And they like, you coming to Pakistan? I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to give you 10 or 20 or any type of thousands of dollars without me coming to
See what you got going on.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Where are you from?
You about to scam me.
I don't got that much money. Like, I'm willing to do it, but I'm not finna give you all the money. And then so they like, okay, you could come. I went. I got my passport the next day. I waited for it to come. I booked my flight. When I booked my flight, it was pretty much like that's when everything changed. When I went to Pakistan the first time, it was pretty much like everybody started coming to me for advice instead of like for sales. Instead of for clothes, they wasn't coming for me for clothes to wear. They was coming to me for clothes to make. So I'm like, oh, this is a bigger thing than what it is. Like it's not $50 orders, $60 orders. We talk about $5, $10, big $1,000 orders. I mean, so I'm like, okay, I can make a career out of this. I can. People don't want to talk to the Pakistan people. They kind of sometimes they don't understand what's going on. You be trying to tell them stuff. They don't understand. Their time difference is completely different. So you got to stay up at night to talk to them. So it's a lot of different things that people like. I would just rather talk to you. Like you talk to them, I'll talk to you. I want to pay you. I don't want to pay them. I just want to talk to you and do whatever with you, and then you can do whatever with them, and I'm gonna come to you. So at that point, it was just like it was getting more. And after that, once I realized that was what made me start.
Let's help them AI freaking voicemails be like, bro, I'm not trying to talk to no computer, bro. Trying to talk to a real flesh and blood person, bro.
And that
I'm not trying to talk to this AI, bro. Freaking voice, bro. Get off my phone.
I mean, it makes sense for business sake. Like, you want to talk to someone who you can relate. Well,
exactly.
That understands you and you understand them.
Exactly,
right. Yeah, but comparing Pakistan to AI is crazy. But I get what you're saying. I feel you. I'm just saying, like,
it's that bad sometimes.
But that's what he said. I want to talk to somebody.
You want to feel connected with the person you interacting with. You know what I'm saying? You want to understand and make sure they understand what you're saying, because like when you're doing business with people that don't understand you, there can always be a miscommunication. Can mess stuff up.
And that AI voice be like, I don't understand. Here's the options again.
Yeah, the Wendy's
on the phone,
voice,
bro.
Oh, at the drive-thrus, that's crazy.
Wendy's AI, like, nigga, I want my chicken nuggets well done. I want them well done. I don't know what well done means.
They be like, what was that?
He said, your order's over? Well done. Okay.
They say
I didn't order my fries yet.
They say your chicken nuggets, well, it's done. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
So, would you say that's what made you make your switch? Instead of bringing it to Pakistan, you brought it back home?
Okay, so the brought it back home part, Pakistan was cool. Yes, communication was a problem, but me and my people that I was in with Pakistan and I'm still like connected to, we got our communication pretty locked. Like I went there, I met everybody there. They know exactly what we doing. We done boosted up their warehouse when it comes to fashion and them understanding fashion and them understanding the right cuts and stuff. We done boosted it up completely to where we can say, hey, we want oversized sweatpants. They gonna do oversized sweatpants. We want this, that. That's a lot of the thing. They don't have American fashion. So oversized sweatpants to them is not the same as oversized sweatpants to us.
Right.
So once I got that learned right, it was pretty good.
You say communication is key.
Yeah, when it comes to this, because that's how it goes. But I ain't gonna lie, the reason why we switched, because we were going to do a storefront out here to where we were going to be selling clothes mostly instead of like making them. But the reason
that'd be tough though.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do. But the reason why we switched because the way the government is shifting, I'll just put it like that. The way the government is shifting, all the extra expenses it takes to import things from different countries to America.
You said them tariffs.
Yeah, pretty much. All the extra expenses, it made it no point when we have everything in America. We have everything in America. So it's like the little extra cost it would take to pay an American worker to do the products is pretty much going to tariffs. So you might as well just do it here. So that's what made me do the switch of, okay, let's start doing it here.
Right.
And using the Pakistan as a
building block.
Yeah, building block and a resource. They're still a good resource.
Right.
They have way more people than us. They have way more. They can do it pretty, fast and get it to us out. But we have to have our own little middle ground here too, to where when we need an order in a week or two, when we need something quick and fast, we can get to it instead of having to go through the same process for everybody. So yeah, that was kind of that, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But Columbus, first of all, it's where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm really
604, baby.
I'm originally from Canton, Ohio. Let me not. But I was raised in Columbus. So Ohio, I'm just saying Ohio in general, that's where I'm from. Is growing completely.
Yeah, rapid rate.
Rapidly.
It's growing. It looks completely different from when I lived here. Because you got to think, I moved out when I was 18. So
dang, yeah.
Coming here, even I came back and forth, but coming here and really seeing it's completely different.
Think back to when you was a kid, bro. 256 was never that packed. Why am I taking 30 minutes to get down that motherfucker, bro? I need to get to Walmart. Why is it taking me 30 minutes to get off the freeway to Walmart?
A lot of people are moving here because of all the jobs coming from these data centers. That's really the biggest thing comes down to. There's just a lot of work here.
And it's booming.
And it's growing.
We got all this infrastructure going on.
It's just growing. Like people just keep coming here. It's like people just found out about Columbus.
The tech jobs are booming. The construction jobs are never ending because there's a bunch of jobs coming here still.
Stop acting like Ohio wasn't and still isn't the place to be, bro.
It's definitely
don't move here though.
One of the
it's getting crowded.
He said it's nice, but you can stay where you're from.
Right, we're not New York.
Yeah, we're not begging nobody to move here, but
it's nice.
It is a good hub. Yep. I've been a lot of places now. I travel, and we was having a conversation before the podcast started. It's a lot of places that's worse. Like it's many, and then even like the places that you think is better. It's reasons why you shouldn't start a business there, or it's reasons why, like I love Vegas. Don't get me wrong. But I done seen 10 local Vegas business shut down from the 3 years I lived there. Like off of just not enough support, not enough. It's too much corporations that's going on. That's, flooding the market. It's just so much. The retail space is pretty high, like everything to where I'm like, okay, I need to build in a place that's a little bit more stable and that I can grow with. So by the time we at that point to where our real estate is high and everything is high.
You already established.
Yeah, we already established. And the city, they support small businesses. They support what we're doing and building up.
Have you heard of the term like people won't support you in your own city, but you got to move out the state for people to support you?
Yeah.
That don't work, like you just said. They move out of state and they still go ahead and open up businesses. They don't know you. They not going to support you.
And, that's something that a lot of people experience in all kinds of different spaces. Because I think, like, if we were all from, like, L.A., you know what I'm saying, and we started this podcast, it'd probably grow at a lot rapid rate. We're just 3 dudes from Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly.
I think part of the fun of like growing something is the journey of failing and not having all those numbers and stuff because it keeps you hungry. Like every time I see a video that doesn't get gets less than 100 views, it just makes me want to work on it more. You know what I'm saying? It's like again, I've said this many times. Like 100 views might not be a lot to people that you're used to watching. But 100 views is a lot to me because it's like, I remember when we was posting, we would get like 20 views, get 30 views. And I'm like, dang, I ain't nothing. But that's cool. 100 views, then 100 to 200. It's like, it's a journey.
It's your baby.
It's like, and it's like, it's still young. You know what I'm saying? It's only a year. And like, we're trying to stay more consistent. And, that's why we appreciate our bro Nels over here. Like, he's been doing his thing which leads me to my question for him.
I was about to ask before we go on further. So you said you took that trip to Pakistan. I was like, what? Because a lot of people, because you kind of like brush past that. A lot of people wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
So like, have you always been that type of person to take like leaps of faith like that?
Risks, like big risks.
Like let me go research it for myself. Mm-hmm. Like
Yes.
He said simply put, yep.
Yes. No, but yes, I have been that person. I don't know, since a young age, I just knew it was a big world out here. I didn't know exactly because my mom, her first time coming to the West Coast was to come visit me. So it was not like I never traveled as a kid or nothing, but I watched movies, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I just knew it's a huge world and I got enough wits and smartness to where I can maneuver out of tough, sticky situations if I ever get in one. So yeah, I kind of always been that person, even though a lot of people say I'm crazy and I have to go against a lot of people.
That was going to be my next question. How did the fam feel when you like just was like moving out?
Yeah, he was like, "Let me go to Pakistan."
You're like, "What?"
Did they like support? Was it like I support you, but X,
not a
Y,
good
Z?
idea?
Well, how was that situation?
Well,
if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, no, it was good. Well, at this point, I done probably did this about 6 times to him, so it wasn't like it was their first time.
New?
Like,
yeah.
By the time I graduated high school, by the second month I graduated, I told him I was moving to LA. I gave him about a 10-hour notice. No, probably about a 2-hour notice. Those
are the best though.
Huh?
I said when you do those ones when it's like right now, those be make or break times.
Yeah.
So it can either end, very well or very bad.
Exactly. I mean, they got to do it. I mean, I got to do what I got to do. So
yeah, the risk taker.
Yeah. So that Racer, my Instagram is Racer Nails. Racer, that's what it stands for. It stands for keep going. I got it. It's tatted on me.
Yeah.
And that's I can't forget it. And that's what it is. But they support, and I'm a good person I'm not like the type of person to be like, oh, I'm doing it, forget what y'all think. I let them go on FaceTime with the Pakistan people who I met. The Pakistan people toured their house with my grandma and my mom. Like, he that's gonna dope. Be good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I'm putting
not
that trust
type,
in.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person that's just like, oh, like, and in my defense and everybody, like, just so y'all know, I'm just not like just no fear. I did cancel my flight 3 times before I went to Pakistan.
I mean, you gotta be sure sometimes.
Yeah,
you gotta be sure, especially making a leap like that.
Yeah, I canceled it 3 times. And
I can't bring my FI, so
I can't bring nothing. And I went by myself.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean.
That takes tremendous
faith.
Yeah.
That's a leap of faith, bro. And our brother's a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
Like, God had his eyes on you the whole time. And we were talking about that a few episodes ago. Like, knowing when or not, it's like, okay, is this me making this conscious decision or is God trying to push me to do something?
Yeah.
Even though I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, cancel 3 times, but that 4th time, you went and you did your thing. And now look at you doing what you're doing, like moving in your purpose. And that's impressive. But I wanted to ask you, why do you think, because you're in the fashion industry, why do you think so many clothing brands fail? And like, what mistakes did you learn early when you first started that kind of helped you navigate through that? Because we talk about it all the time. A lot of people want to do fashion. A lot of people want to do music. A lot of people want to do podcasts. And it's like they fail and then they just lay there. They don't try and find a way to like make it come back. They don't find a way to like resurge it. They don't find a way to actually make it work. And part of it, to me, sometimes could be a skill issue, but a big part of it could also be just lack of consistency and faith. Like they don't believe that they can do it because, oh, well, it's so crowded. Like everyone's doing clothes. Everybody's doing this, that, and the third. So like for you, like what was your experience like when you first started like making mistakes and trying to just be consistent doing what you're doing?
The biggest thing I think that clothing brands fail is lack of system building. Nobody wants to build a system. Everybody wants to run and gun and go as it goes. But when you build that real system and you study that system and you try to master that system that you got, that's when everything flourished. That's when you fall down, you can get back up because you keep working the system. I think that's with everything. I think system building a solid foundation, because if you don't have a solid foundation, it's all gonna crumble. It's been a lot of times where I felt like I had the opportunity to drop a shirt or do something, and I'm like, if I promote it all the way, I can get a lot of orders. But it's been a lot of times in my head where I'm like, if I get 400 or 500 orders, I'm gonna fail because you don't have the system for that. So most of my years of clothes been is learning clothes and learning design, and also just building the system on, how would I do this? What's the best way? And just trying to maneuver that way. And no, you can't be afraid to take risk and be like, you can't be afraid to be like, I don't want 500 orders. 500 orders because I'm not going to be able to fulfill them. Like, I'm pretty sure you'll find a way, but that's not what I'm going to try to be reaching towards. I'm going to be trying to reach towards consistency with my 20 customers. It's way easier to have the same 20 customers than it is to keep getting more customers.
That's real.
Definitely understand where being able to focus and just hone in on the people that you got way better than trying to please the masses than please the people that actually buy from you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus that experience helps you build. Like, you know how to work with the 20 people you have. Exactly. So after you master those 20 people, you can master 20 more people. Exactly. And after you master those 20 people, you can master 40 people. And it's just being logical. Because like you said, I feel like, and again, like, people are very impatient when it comes to their ideas. Like, you have an idea and you want to make it grow, but you're upset and frustrated because it's not where you want it to be or what you think it should be. Like, realistically, if I was like, okay, we started this podcast, we're consistent. In my head, I'm like, well, we should have 100,000 subscribers by now, but that's just not the way it goes. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. Like, if I was unrealistic and was like egotistical about it, like, man, we really should have, like, we can't make people watch our videos. We just got to build it. And the 30, 40, 50, 60, however many people watch our videos, we just got to keep putting on like consistent content for them. And then when they realize, okay, this is great, I'm spreading it, then, and so on and so forth. And I think that's dope that you're more focused on the systems being built. Cause I think we can all see that. Like, y'all know people that do clothing brands and they just throw a word on a shirt, charge $95 for it, and then say, man, y'all really fake for real. Y'all ain't really tapped in with me, bro. It's just cause it's like, bro, it's like you did that out. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. There's no creativity with it. You did something. You think we should all be impressed because you're doing something. Right. And now we all got to fall and just buy your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there's no creativity, bro. It's just, how do you stay inspired to like do what you're doing? Like, how do you what makes you want to do this? I guess is a good way to put it.
I'm going to answer the stay inspired, because it made me want to do it is just all the urges that I get when it comes to business and when it comes to creativity and everything, it fulfills everything. So that's what makes me want to do it.
So like what keeps you motivated?
Yeah, but what keeps me inspired and what keeps me motivated, I would say what keeps me inspired. And then, inspired, I'm the listener, I'm the learner from anybody. If you're trying to talk to me and I feel like you're in the position that I don't want to be in, I'm going to listen because I don't want to be in your position. So I'm still going to listen.
That's a fact.
That's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put that, honestly.
A wise man learns from other people's mistakes.
You get what I'm saying? So if you're in the position where I want to be in, I'm especially going to listen. Regardless, I'm listening. So that's what keeps me. Everybody has their own journey and their own story and what they take from their story. And I'm the person who's going to sit and listen. And there's not a lot of people who sits and listen. I do. I'm always the last person out the room if somebody is trying to give out knowledge, because I want to hear it. I want to hear it where you up at, where you messed up at, where you everything that it took that to get you where you at.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's good or bad.
That's I think I learned from both.
Yeah. That's discernment.
That's facts. And what would you? So I know like you're from Columbus and you want to build what you want to build in Columbus. What would you say is missing in like, because, we're not like LA, we're not like Chicago, we're not like Houston. What would you say is kind of missing in the Midwest fashion space that you kind of want to deliver like with your storefront here in Columbus? Like, is there something that you kind of want to market here that's different from those other like industries and spaces? Or do you kind of just want to bring it here and then make it like, okay, this is what I got going on. Like, I'm Darnell, buy my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, so I kind of put myself to the side for this business. this is not like, yes, I'm gonna be selling clothes that's branded with Final Lap clothes, but our 80% of our business is doing stuff for the other people in the industry. So what's missing that I think, you can't even find a good blank out here. You can't find a good blank shirt. You can't find LA. We can go find fabrics, find shirts, find people to sew them up. Everything out here. Try to make a shirt from scratch. You can't unless you know how to sew and you know how to sew. I feel like the main thing that's missing out here is the access to things that's needed to get creative. You know, everybody's clothes, you know, look the same at a point, or you got to have a lot of money to jump in because there's no print on demand shops. There's no, you know, everything is a 24 shirt minimum, or, you know, something like that, to where, or nobody's helping you with graphics. Like you try to find a person who does graphics out here after, you don't know. Like luckily we went to Career Center, so we kind of got our friends. You know what I'm saying?
That early networking.
It's people that never went to no Career Center, that never did nothing, and they just like, I want to start this thing. I have an idea in my head, and out here, there is nobody you can go to in LA. Man, if you go to the fashion district, it's 20 people that'll help you get your clothing brand started, which is, you know, people is different, but I'm just saying in general, it's not one out here. Everybody's kind of doing their own.
So it's like a lack of resource.
Yeah,
like lack of
resources.
Okay.
So when you started, what would you say were some of the hardships that you had to overcome? What are some things that you ran into where you're like, okay, let me take a step back, and I definitely got to reevaluate how I'm moving, because this isn't in the right direction I need to be moving in. Or sometimes you bumped your head.
I don't want to say this. This is damn.
That's what if we finna say the real,
this is a safe space, bro. No judgment here, bro.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Probably how manually I was doing it, like how much it took of me to do a lot of the stuff. Like it was so much of me that I can't even hire anybody to do it, because everybody was kind of picking my brain. So my main thing, systems, automation, AI, like the new systems that they got and what you can do with these systems. That was my main thing. That like when I start having my customers to where I'm like, okay, I'm fully going into customers. I got my 20 customers. I'm going to produce you guys order. I'm flying to Texas and meeting the box there and renting out trucks, and like I'm doing everything. Like I'm actually like I'm taking out my time, which is fine, but a lot of stuff has to be automated, especially for me to grow to 100, 2, 3, 4, 500 customers, you know?
Yeah. But that's also good though, because you get the good scope of things and what it takes to produce the product that you're making.
Exactly.
So when people are like, this is what how are you going to charge $40? Because you don't know the whole process that goes into it.
Exactly.
Because everybody just see that price tag and be like, but you don't know what goes into it. And I'm definitely a up and coming business. So it's like, definitely got to work with me, because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
For sure.
That's a good way to put it, Joe. I think a lot of people, you know, simply put, like if you don't know anyone that's an entrepreneur, you won't really know what goes into how these prices are set. You know what I'm saying? There's labor costs, there's inflation, there's getting the product here, there's getting the product there. It's like so many different things that you have to think about. And I think for you to do all that, like you said, like that puts you, and that probably makes you a better like boss manager than most, because you know different positions. It's not just, I know how to handle the money, I know how to do that. You see every lens. Yeah. And I think that's important, because a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? They kind of look at it from one perspective. Yeah. Go ahead.
So when did you start saying like, I can't give this much of me? Like when did you start building out your team then? Or is it still a whole lot of you right now?
No, it's switching up. Luckily it's changing. I started seeing that about last year. I was still doing it, but I was seeing like, okay, I gotta switch it up. But like he was saying, I am very happy that I got to see every angle, because me as a systems builder, you have to know every last angle for you to build the system to be like, okay, we need this for this, we need this for this, we need, you know, all of that. So
And you know the type of person you gotta put in those places.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you know how long everything takes and what it takes to do what you need to do.
Person or software or whatever it is, you know, I ain't gonna lie. This new what they got going on. I've been real heavy into AI bots and creating my own bots and creating my own automations through third-party apps. And once this app do something, this app does trigger that and trigger that. So that's been helping a lot too. But basically, I would say about last year, and what I did was, you know, build what I had to build. And luckily, the person who invited me to the magic show, he moved out here to Columbus.
Oh, dope.
So yeah,
that's cool.
He lives out here. He's helping me. I have people who actually believe in my vision because they actually been seeing
the work
that I've been putting in.
Shout out to y'all,
shout out,
man.
bro.
We wouldn't be done without our supporters for sure.
Shout out, He was supposed to be here, so we're gonna do a part 2 where he come because he came. I made him come to Pakistan with me the next time. So and he had a different experience. So
that really goes to show you how dedicated you got to be to whatever craft that you're, you know, pushing.
Yeah,
whatever it is that you want to do, you got to be really dedicated to this craft in order for it to, you know, push off the ground. A lot of people think that it's just, you know, I see him do it, why can't I do it? Because you don't know the things that entail to go into doing it, whether that be podcasting, whether that be being a plumber, whether that be being a CEO, whether that be in starting up your own business. You got to have the dedication to sit there and do this through when you want to do it or when you don't want to do it.
And it's okay to mess it up, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay to mess it up.
Because you're going to fail.
I think the point that we're all making is there's lessons to be learned, there's mistakes to be made, but just keep going. Because like even with us, like, bro, I know like a few episodes ago, y'all saw in the beginning when I was saying this camera angle is blurry. There's still camera angles that are blurry. I'm not gonna lie, but we're still learning it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the main point of what we're saying. Like we're all new to this. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to figure it out. We've been doing this less than a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like our brother Nell's here, he's been all over the place trying to figure out what he's doing. Yeah. And you know, he's making waves. Just like we're making waves. You know what I'm saying? Now it might
move up out of shit.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we trademarking that. Don't steal it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
like that's us.
You're about to say something next off what they said.
I was basically just gonna say this had nothing to do with nothing, but I was just gonna say you cannot expect people to follow, to support what you got going on and to put they all into it and to do all of that if you're not doing it and you're not taking triple the amount of risk. I just wanted to say that just in general because I have a lot of best friends that, you know, maybe they didn't see exactly what I was trying to do and I never faulted them for it or nothing. I just kept going. Right. Kept going, doing what I can do.
Because they don't got that vision.
But they end up having it after, you know, they see different things. They see, and then they figure out where they can be put in the equation. Like, oh, well, I can do this or I can do that.
They get inspired off your hungriness.
People love results, bro. Yeah. If you got results, they pulling up just to see how you got there and where they can fit into it. Exactly. Trust me, when we blow up, get 1 million subscribers probably, there going to be a lot of y'all. So do y'all need a secretary?
Not even then. Be a positive influence onto your community and they always going to rock with you for sure.
Facts.
And I say, and to that, I just don't be being one of them people, bro, because I never... You know, you got to do the work yourself before you have somebody else. Mm-hmm. People got kids. They got they got bills to pay. No, it's facts, they got a lot of stuff to do where, you know, the dreams of their own to where, you know, you can't start something and then expect people to, you know, do the work yourself. And once you're doing it for years and years, they'll come. You know what I'm saying? And the right help that you need is going to be there when the help is needed for sure.
Fact.
I just wanted to say that. Just throw it out there.
So what's the first piece of clothing like you made?
Good question.
I was on a Cricut. It's called Cricut, the vinyl cutter. I was on a Cricut for like 6 months, just learning how to put logos on shirts, like where it's supposed to sit. And like, okay, it looked good there. And like, you know, the little 3-finger methods from the collar, just little basic stuff just on my Cricut for 6 months, listening to music in my room, I know this wasn't the stuff I was selling. I wasn't even selling it. This was just me
learning.
Learning. Okay, I don't know nothing. I knew about clothes and fashion, but I don't know nothing about making them. So this was 19 years old.
This is where I start.
Let me at least figure out, okay, using this and using that and trying to put together. And it was a point for like a year where I was only wearing what I was making and stuff.
Do you have any memorabilia from when you did that? So you can look back and be like, this is where I started from.
For sure. Memorabilia, photos.
I was gonna say, when I worked at Kohl's, bro, those crickets, especially around the holiday time, people were hunting for them, bro. That's dope.
So is there like a signature piece or you're like, nah, this one right here is why I do it?
Nah. That was looking back at it, that's what helped me be able to understand people's brains on where I get them now. Cause people come to me with different ideas when it comes to anything. They'll show me a graphic, they can explain the graphic, they can be like, I know what vibe I'm going for, and that just kind of get me, I've been in their shoes. So that get me in the headspace of, I know where you're at, and I know where you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? And I can get you there faster than what it took me to get there. And that's pretty much, that's how I look at me doing all the steps. Because I love doing all the steps. I'm not a skip step person. And that's what helped me become the person who I'm trying to be to my customers, the person that knows where they at and know, that next vision they're trying to get to.
And you're saying you're taking a step back, talking about like how you're not going to, involve yourself in so many steps. So what is it that you're focusing in on? What would you say the most important parts are right now?
Keeping it running as a whole.
That's a real answer.
He said still very much
as long as the lights are on, I'm cool.
As a whole, keeping it running and combining the dots, all the dots I got, and just combining them instead of being the person that takes this to this and then combining it, let it combine, and then just trying to overview on like what's going on instead of me trying to actually, do.
So take like a manager role. Is what you're saying.
More of a manager,
supervisor.
I'm sorry, I'm getting so many.
Your fault.
You want me to step out?
Busy man. You can if you need to. You can step out if you need to.
Okay.
I got 80% of that done, Bubby. I got kind of tired and wore out a little bit, so I only
got motion. What can we say? You said some calls on the pod. Crazy.
Looks good now.
Okay, I appreciate it. Can I do the floors today, or would you would suggest I do the floors another day?
Real time businessman. Real calls. Real time.
I don't know. Somebody tore up my paintbrushes today. I had to.
While he takes that, bro, first of all, we acknowledge this man Nels because for one, as you can see, he's got his business. He'll take his call wherever, bro.
Sorry.
But it takes a lot to go ahead and start a business for one. So for y'all looking at stuff and being
should I
like,
not do the floors today?
I could definitely do that, or I could definitely put that in.
Did you sweep and
if he's doing it, I can
before?
do it. It definitely goes to show that it's like, it definitely is more steps to it than what you think it is. And it's not as easy as other people make it seem. That goes the same with like YouTube or streaming or any career that you put forth. You're always going to have to put effort behind whatever it is that you're doing.
Today
and you got to have passion behind what you like what you're doing.
Yeah,
like, if he didn't love it, why would he spend 6 months learning how to use, what's the thing called?
Cricket?
Why would he work 6 months on a cricket, bro? Do y'all even know what a cricket is? I didn't know what it was until he just said it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So it goes to show,
Got you.
So it goes to show, like, you have to love what you're invested in, like, because we all love doing this. Like I've said this many times. Obviously, I think you're gonna blow up, which we will. But
we already
you know what I'm saying? But it just comes to like the passion and the love you have for it. Because if you don't have the passion and love for it, it's just kind of like a thing you're doing. And then when you don't get the results you want, that makes it way easier to give up because it's like, well, I'm not getting the results. But it's like I said, I don't care if we get another subscriber another day. Like, I love doing this. I love bringing guests like our brother Nels here. Like, just to kick it with us and talk with us like about what he's got going on. I can do this for free.
Yeah, like we said, and it's
You know
not
what I'm
even just
saying?
the special guests that we bring on.
It's just us, just the homies in general. Like we want whoever sits in this orange chair. I mean, we have guests sometimes we don't, but we want whoever sits in that chair to feel like and know that we got their back, they got ours. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what the Sandbox is. It's like a brotherhood. If it's a lady sitting there, sisterhood, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's all we want, bro. We want to build
the fees.
All right. No, that's
shout out to the ladies and the sisters.
Yes, right, exactly. Exactly. But
nah.
And character matters too, because it was a great point. And I wanted to bring it up earlier, but it also speaks to character of you, the fact that people are willing to move out here because they saw your vision, they saw
and they
passion that you had, and it speaks to your character because not a lot of people are just going to up and move for somebody they don't rock with. So that just speaks like if you're trying out for something, move with high more character because, like I said, it's going to help out. So respect to you because that's how you know you're a good person for real.
Yeah.
Someone's been like, you know what? I see the vision. I've been rocking with you to move over here. So respect for that.
I appreciate that.
And it's a method behind the madness for sure. Because how many of y'all's finna hop on a plane and fly out there
to Pakistan
to see what's going on?
To Pakistan.
Or move from your hometown to somebody
Vegas.
else.
Places y'all
From Vegas to Ohio.
Y'all not putting $500 behind anything to fly there to see what's going on before you invest. Come on now. That's dedication. That's what y'all need to be on.
And that's what they need to come shot with Final Lap with because we did all of that. Yeah. And we doing the extra steps that other people ain't doing. And that's why we want to get y'all the services. Like I said, I done learned a lot from these different places to where we done build brands. And creativity-wise, we don't do marketing or any of that. Something that, but creativity-wise, when it comes to, logos and how your brand looks and how you want your brand to be perceived, we can boost that up from one drop, from one call. You know what I'm saying? Just off of, how everything, how it goes.
I'll say respect the hustle. Not a lot of people are willing to be the resource for others instead of doing it for themselves.
Yeah, and gatekeeping.
I was just saying he could have easily took his knowledge. Yeah. He could have easily took his knowledge, came here to Columbus, and said, "I'm about to just take over this whole thing, leave everybody else in the dust." But he decided
he's decided to share knowledge with people in the city, and that again that goes back like you were saying. That goes to show a lot about Darnell's character, like. He wants to win, but he wants to see other people win. I think in this industry, specifically like fashion, again, I'm not like calling out any specific people, but I have seen in the industry before. I have seen in the industry before in that space people that.
Because I was gonna say, if you don't say it, I will say it. Right. Because a lot of you guys in this space in Columbus are. I'd say it's a great thing he's doing this here and not being here because that's very much different from other people that be in the same lane.
That little half. Let me put this together with glue and damn paper clips.
Yeah,
that's not going, brother. It's not going.
Y'all won't support each other in it. So.
Yeah, and that's really what it comes down to is support. Like the lack of support is
$50
super.
For no iron-on patch, bro. Not paying $50 for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say support goes both ways.
A sticker and be like, bro, this is me, bro.
Support, support your customers when it comes to the pricing and your pricing, and the customers will support to you if you have the right.
If you charge $95 off rip for a shirt that says Black Joy on it, get out of here.
Get out of here, bro. Amazon got that for $7.
Come shout out.
Amazon got that for $7.
We gonna make sure they don't talk about y'all like that because they got a chip on their shoulder with you.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the formula that we trying to get with y'all. That's the formula that I know that I see. That I'm like, no, you can't charge this for that. You have to spend this. The problem is people want to spend the least and sell it for the most. You can't. Yeah. You have to. Everything is getting to higher quality. Everybody wants higher quality. Whether it's a blank, everybody wants higher quality. So it's like you can't expect people to spend that much money and you're not spending.
You're selling Temu fabrics.
It's like
you're selling Temu fabrics.
And plus, consumers aren't dumb.
It got the little balls on my joint, bro. When I wash it, bro, it's the Temu fabrics, bro.
Consumers aren't dumb either. Like they're gonna know
exactly
this product is not worth what I'm spending, especially with clothes, and they don't know you. Like it'd be different if it's like Nike. Like if you're just a random dude and you got this Hanes t-shirt with the iron print joint on it, like bro. I know you spent $8. Why are you charging $95?
You did not pay $50 for this, bro.
Right?
I'm paying $70.
Your margin 99%.
You shouldn't want to hold your supporters at gunpoint because they're supporting you, like on some like. That's how I be feeling like damn. You want me to buy this because it's you? Like that's the only reason. If nobody knew,
they'd be like, "Cause I'm black, buy it." What,
bro? Black people sell BS all the time.
Hey, y'all be overpricing that.
Nah, it's like
wait, I love my people. No lie.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Don't use that to exploit people.
Yeah,
like you exploiting. Yeah, that's the word I wanted to.
And nobody's looking at that joint like that's quality. I should buy that because he's black. Heck no. You should want quality product.
You should want people to buy your product because it's quality. That's why
I find out later because you black.
I love showrooms. That's my main thing. We don't have any showrooms in Columbus, and I want to either make one or I want to either turn Final Lap into one because showrooms is a collective of brands that they sell, like, sneaker stores pretty much have the same brands out of every sneaker store in America, global wide.
Right.
Showrooms is more of places that's picking out different brands from different places they're focused on quality. They're not focused on who did it, why, or what. They're focused on quality. And there's been a lot of times where I bought clothes from showrooms and not knew the brand and searched up the brand and was like, oh, it is a black brand or it is this brand. But it's the showroom it's the quality standard, not the brand, it's the showroom. So if your brand is not, so basically what I'm trying to say is that you would want your clothes to stand out in a showroom. You don't want it where nobody knows the face of it, where nobody knows who. If you got to come and hassle and swindle your clothes to somebody that knows you, that's you're robbing people.
It's the Temu, bro.
It's the same thing in every other industry, bro. Like you want to produce quality. That's why you be creative. You get with people that have like minds with you. Like you build upon it and make it something people want to consume, bro. Don't just be like, I'm not gonna be like, hey dad, I know I'm your son, but watch the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like if he never watched this because he didn't appreciate it, I'd rather have that than him watch it and not really like it just because I'm his son. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a genuine, okay, I'm gonna turn this MWM podcast on because I like it and it's good content. They have good energy.
Exactly.
They have good friendship. They bring good guests. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what you got to do. Like, don't just be a scrub and be like, oh, well, I know you know me, so please watch, please. Like, and I know I jokingly say, please subscribe, but like, if y'all don't like it, then I'm not going to force you.
And is that really the people that y'all want in y'all's corner? Y'all only buying stuff because I'm begging? I want you to buy it because you want to buy it.
Right, exactly.
And my name just so happens to be attached to it.
Facts. But Nels, question for you. What is your long-term vision for Final Lap? Like, what do you want? Like, what's the legacy you want to bring to life with it, like when it's all said and done? And do you want to expand that to other markets than just Columbus? Or do you kind of just want to keep it here at home? Like, what do you want out of it?
I also want to say, what sets you apart from other brands that are already out here and what makes people drawn towards you?
Loaded question.
Creative agencies.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on the legacy wise, I want, as a whole, that when people make clothes, whether it's for their businesses, because I want to do more than just brands. I want to focus on businesses. I want to do every strip club in America. I want to do if McDonald's make uniforms, I want to do the McDonald's uniforms. I want to design. My goal is to make people think about clothes more instead of putting their logo on some merch or something. Really think about the cuts and really think about what would make sense with this McDonald's uniform, so we won't get grease on our arms, or what it makes sense with this strip club to where the girls can wear it and we can actually sell it to the dudes. maybe some like light sweatpants or like nah.
Yeah, the security guards have sweatpants instead of jeans. He said from Chiefs to McDonald's, we got you. Hey, but that's real. I mean, strippers gotta wear clothes. I'm sorry. And so,
well, no, for the
security
people who come in the strip clubs, for the people who want to buy the club, but basically just merch as a whole. When people say merch,
hey bro.
He said from the sheets sweat to get on my shirt.
If I
take the jeans off.
Hey, I appreciate everything he's trying to bring. Do not let me catch you out in public with strip club merchandise.
Y'all see my Magic City sweat?
The strip club merch gonna be so hard, it's gonna look like rock band tees. That's what I'm trying to. Y'all can't
be mad he got a vision. I'm not gonna lie. You can't be mad he has a vision.
Because at Paxton, they selling fake businesses. They literally have fake businesses. What's the name? Tire shop. Roberto's tire shop. So, and we're buying it from Paxton. So what if I really make a real tire shop clothing brand? That's the difference between, like just the functionality of the stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can sell, if a freaky dude come in with jeans at the strip club and we got sweatpants for $150, the freaky dudes is gonna buy the $150 sweatpants. No, but
Freaky Larry got me crazy.
He said, I think I really want to buy that.
Like what?
Go on. Exit. Get him out of here.
Security.
Police. Yes. He's back there in the corner.
Freaky Larry's in the corner. We got to escort him out the building.
How freaky is he? We're going to charge you $300 for these sweatpants. We're going to keep going up.
Right. Yeah. The freaky you are the higher the price.
You for real. But nah. But yeah, bro, all this.
How are you gonna even gauge that? Talking about some. Here's the freak meter.
Extra freaky. $300,000 for the sweat.
And you're not allowed to wear sweats unless you buy them from us. But regardless, but yeah, I'm just trying to add more structure to the merch and more making sense. Like a lot of people just slap their logos on merch,
and then just make it. Oh, it's merch.
Yeah, it's merch, but like it's really. Like it's a tire shop somewhere that could be doing more on merch than they do on tires, just because they got a nice name and a nice logo, and people wear stuff
and
like
it looks
that.
good.
Yeah, people wear it, but we the ones who make it look wearable. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to. They sell tires all day, so they're not able to study fashion and to make their brand look good on shirts or look good on. That's what we do for them. So we switching there. We're changing what they got going on, and we making clothes out of it. Everybody needs clothes. Everybody wears clothes. It's a way to market your business. It's a way to do everything you need when it comes to clothes. Everybody wears them. So that's the legacy I want to live. Is just pretty much. I want to leave. It's pretty much on some like, okay, he switched the whole game when it comes to merch. It's not normal merch no more. It's not people slapping logos no more. Every store look like a showroom. Every store, McDonald's got a showroom with. McDonald's got a room with just full of clothes.
Right.
That'd be dope.
You get what I'm saying? That's
something you think about.
That would take off for sure with fast food and restaurants for sure. Yeah. Because Cane's be trying to have those like hats over there. It's literally what you just said. It's just a Cane's logo on the hat, and then just hey, $20. No one's gonna buy that for $20.
You know who do it well? In-N-Out. I know it's not here, but In-N-Out has good
out
merch.
West. Oh yeah,
yeah. In-N-Out has
their merch, food.
In-N-Out. Yeah, food. Two thumbs down. But they merch is sweet. That's
overhyped as ever, bro. There's no way.
We just lost our whole West Coast.
They're like, you don't like In-N-Out, unsubscribe.
They're like, no, he not liking In-N-Out. He don't like the In-N-Out.
We gonna get y'all back when Nels does our merch. So, you know what I'm saying? We get merch, and Nels is first. Hello,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Move motion merch coming
the
soon.
Merch
Maybe
question mark. What we trying to do?
The subscribers merch drop. That'd be dope. Yeah, we'll do that. If we get it when we get 1,000 subscribers, we'll do merch. We'll do merch for sure.
Yeah, we gonna come up with the hardest shirts.
Exactly.
They're gonna come to and they're gonna document the whole process of them coming to the warehouse, them seeing all the different samples we can do, all of that. That's what needs to happen.
So what says
merch that your grandma and your favorite stripper can wear? Come and see.
Versatility.
So what says?
That's fire.
So what is something that says race or fashion apart from other people's fashion?
So it's final lap.
Okay.
But we gonna talk about creative studio. What sets apart my creative studio from different people's creative studios? And this is from what I heard. I put love in it. Like every drop that we're doing, like when people is explaining to me, I'm listening. Like I said, I'm a listener. So when people are coming to me and they having these ideas, I'm invested. I'm invested so much to where if you have a pop-up in Texas, I'm going to pull up to Texas just to see you sell these clothes, just to see how the people look when they see the clothes. And they be like, damn, this your new drop?
Right.
You done leveled up from your last drop. Now you just came like this. Then like I want to see the people's reaction. I want to see the people's. So my main thing is I'm cultured. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm in the places that people saying that they're trying to sell their brands to. I'm in them. So I'm looking like when people is telling me different things and people are telling me different brands that they want to do or the customer base or whatever, I'm actually picturing it in my head and I'm doing it instead of just doing the same routine every time or we got the same graphic style or we got everything that's coming through us is looking the same. No, we're actually, I'm researching the city that you're in.
Yeah, you're going to make it tailored to them.
Yeah, I'm making it tailored to the city that you're in. You know, I'm making it tailored to the city, the place, who they're trying to sell to. I'm making it in there. My Texas customers, they like a lot of loud stuff. Texas people like loud stuff. They like the rhinestones. They like the colors. They like the big things. So, of course, I'm going to make my Texas client, I'm going to make them have the nice dyes with the colors and the stuff like that.
That's a final lap to go back to caring about the customers that you already have. Make sure that you're making quality products for the people that are already buying the things that you have.
Exactly. And when it, New York, they're a little bit more subtle. They're a little bit more high fashion cuts. It's different.
This is an owner who cares.
Jean jacket.
Not facts. The fact that he knows like that off dome. That's impressive.
That's how you know you put the work in.
That's how you know you put the work in the research. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive.
And I shop a lot. That's one big thing. People always ask me, why you got so many clothes? Why you shop? I have to, because I have to see what's the cuts, what's popping before it's popping, what people are trying, what's not happening, and I'm shopping in different. I don't even shop online because I have to go to the city. I have to see the stores. I have to see how people is dressing. I have to see the vibe so that when I get a client from that city or that wants to sell in that city, I'm already, I'm doing it's research. That's all it is.
Find my brother Nels in the underground. I'm telling you, he already knows what's going on. He's LinkedIn.
Facts.
He knows it's hot before it's hot.
Shoot, facts. You already doing research on your store right now.
Yeah, ear to the street for real.
Right, and that's dope because it's always nice to talk to someone that's so invested in what they got going on. Because it's like, again, not saying people aren't like that, but it's always nice to just hear from different industries like,
that
how the passion you have for it is. I ain't gonna lie. I've met a decent amount of people that are into fashion, bro, and none of them have the drive and the determination to learn as much as you do.
Yeah, the research part.
And the research is like to a T. Like exactly the industry you're working in, and you've been growing in that. And yeah, bro, we're all proud of you. That's dope. It's just I love listening to people talk about what they love and like what they're doing because it's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? It really makes you like look at what you're doing and make you want to grow in what you got going on. Just like it makes me want to grow in the podcast space, like you're going in the fashion space. Yeah. It's dope. But I was gonna ask you, what's your dream collaboration like? Ooh. In terms of businesses or fashion,
or celeb that you want,
or someone that you want to look. Hey,
I was thinking to hear about that when he asked you about your inspiration. Like, what's some people like? That's hard.
Right. Or like someone or some business that you would want to like work with you. Like if they hit you up, like, hey, I want to work with you. Who would you be like? Oh, shoot.
Only reason I didn't say that for my inspiration, because my inspiration is like the world. Like my inspiration, like I learn from a lot, but I'm inspired by the guy who was selling tomatoes in Pakistan all day for 8 hours and probably made $3. I'm inspired by him because I'm like, we got so many resources. This is just ridiculous. I could be able to do whatever. So that's what I'm inspired by.
Really puts life in perspective and how grateful you are of the situation that you got.
That's what inspires me, and that's my inspiration. But my dream collab, I would probably say like somebody like a big music label, like somewhere I can do all their clothes merch, where I could do all their tour merch, all their website. Cause I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these like rapper merch be sucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a few of them that's good, but it's a lot of them that's like, damn, their music has nothing to do with that merch. Like, I'm not gonna let me not name no names because I know these people in the fashion world. So
definitely do. Because y'all be slapping anything on the shirt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name no names, but I would want to. But just know, I got a favorite rapper who I listen to a lot. And when the merch came out for the rapper, I was just like, what? Like, damn, I would buy this merch if it was like had anything to do with the man, like anything. They made little kid merch, so that would probably be my dream to just switch up. Like a person who does it very good, Travis Scott. The merch is crazy, and you see he doing that. He probably made more, just as much money as his merch than off his. So if every rapper put in that time that Travis Scott put into his merch, it would be a whole different. It would be a whole different ball game.
Facts. You would go down the street, see Astroworld first came out. Astroworld shirts everywhere, in college, on the street, in the gym, everywhere.
That man has Nike collabs,
and that's not even the hardest.
And that's not even the hardest ones he did.
Album. That's not even a. It's a great album, but it's not even like an album that like resurrected the people where it's like, bro, this is like like people can't quote.
Astra was kind of tough. It was definitely tough. Start to finish. Travis, you did your thing, brother.
You did, and I went to your concert, so I don't know why. I don't know why.
I don't even know.
All I'm trying to say is that it's been albums that I feel like is good, just like that, but just never the whole 3D picture wasn't painted on how he painted Astroworld from the concert to the whole thing, to where that made that album so good. What made that album good to me is the whole picture behind it, the merch, the tour, the music,
the bundle.
It was the whole thing.
Yeah, to it was where like a package deal.
People be having just the album and it be up there with Astroworld. So imagine if they put the whole package, and I'm there for the merch part. I'm not going to do your concert or nothing, but I'm there for the merch part.
He headlining it. He said, final lap, headliner.
Wrapping up, Nell's like, what's next for you, bro? What are the next steps for you to just continue doing what you're doing? Like, I know you got this warehouse. I know you're trying to refine the things in the warehouse for Final Lab and things of that nature. But what are some next steps that you have coming like real soon to just keep pushing like your vision?
Yeah, when is the warehouse like starting up? Like, when is it gonna?
My bad. So the warehouse, well, I want to do a July 4th event. That's when I want to do my first event. So y'all are all invited.
We got VIP. We got VIP.
All invited. I want to do a July 4th event. My next steps is really just getting the system, perfecting my system, getting my city now starting to. I'm moving, I moved back, but I just been out the way, but now it's relearning a lot of people, meeting new people, all my old friends that I had, us being able to link up, come back, me being able to collab with different businesses. I want to travel. I want to make a lot of mock-up pieces. I want to be able to look at a business on the street and be like, I want to make some merch for them, make some merch and go bring it to them and be like, I can make merch like this for you. Just see how it does. Stuff like that. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm
going to be Virgil for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to.
Not like you're going to be Virgil, but I'm saying like Virgil in your own way type.
Yeah, in my own way. Yeah, I want to make. I feel like I like I said, I'm getting inspired by the world and by life, and I just want to put it all into art and clothes and different things like that. So I'm gonna just be painting my picture in my way, and trying to get people to use it to their ability and see if they can sell it. And I think they're gonna be surprised on how many people will support them if they actually have good merch. And they actually got good. People buy good shirts.
They do.
Quality over quantity.
And if it's like reasonably priced, bro, everything's so expensive. If you got, I'm relatively cheap. If it looks good, feels good, I'm buying it, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Not paying $80 for your t-shirt.
No. $80 for a t-shirt.
That says Black Power. I'm not doing it.
Nope. You can find one at Marshalls for 10.
Yeah, not even 15. Just to be on our people, like I'm saying.
Just in general, like make it unique.
Not paying $80 for the Be Happy
I was gonna
shirt.
say, yeah, not just our people. People are starting to get on Nike for doing the same thing.
Right. Y'all just cranking out BS.
Quality.
Right. Do either of y'all have final thoughts for now?
Of course. As we ask everyone, what is something that you would, how would you like to be remembered? Say if this is all said and done and you were to, God forbid, pass tomorrow, how would you like to be remembered? How would you like, the people around you to remember you?
Somebody who worked hard and was good at what he did. That's pretty much it. Good at what he did, worked hard, good heart. That's pretty much the main three things that I really strive for. Everything I do, I want to be good at it. I don't like sucking at what I do. Now, I can suck at something I don't do, and I'll be quick to be like, I don't do this. So I suck at what this is. But when it comes to stuff I do and what I like to be good at it. And it just is what it is.
Y'all should all be like, everyone should be like that. Us included. We do this, so we want to be good at it. Simple as that.
You got to basically become a perfectionist at whatever it is that you want to do in order to achieve anything.
Facts. Anyone that knows us I notice every flaw, every little flaw. That doesn't mean it's always gonna get fixed, but I notice it.
The group chat be lit, y'all.
Hey, bro.
As it should, though. As it should. Hey, and if this is your baby, you're gonna want to grow your baby and teach your baby and let your baby learn, the way that it's supposed to be in order for them to grow up to be whatever it is that you need them to be.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, man.
What made y'all start the podcast?
All right, so I guess a few years ago, me and a couple of my other friends were doing a podcast. These niggas were not involved. They were there. I don't care. It's the truth. No, I'm gonna be honest.
It's all right.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know me, bro. I'm like very passionate and loud and fiery about the stuff I want to do.
As you should be.
They just weren't like that. You know what I'm saying? And they had other stuff come up, so we just left it alone. So fast forward, like maybe a year later, me and Josiah and Brennan and a couple other friends were talking. And I was like, you know what? We should do what I was doing with them, with all of us. You know what I'm saying? 5 of us, because there's only 5. And they were all down with it. So, after that initial idea, we waited a few months to actually get started because we were trying to find like what we wanted to do, where we wanted to talk about it. So our other friend,
make sure people wanted to like,
and we're
and we had to be sure the people that said they wanted to do it were sure, because I was invested. And, we weeded a couple people out, you know what I'm saying, as you always do and stuff. And, we just started like a year ago. And our first video was okay. Second video was all right.
It was off to the race.
I mean, it was off to the races, but like at the same time, like me being like super picky and like overanalyzing, I'm like, this needs to be better. So like I would always try and think of different topics and different things I thought would gravitate. And it would go up and up and up and up. And then, it went down in certain ways because, people were leaving. And now it's just us 3. And I think what really inspired me to do it, like even coming up with Move Emotion, was just like, I wanted to move with my friends the way that I always wanted to move with my brothers I don't have. You know what I'm saying? Because I have 2 sisters.
Brothers he has.
Brothers he has. Brothers I have. You know what I'm saying? So brothers I have. So it's like, I wanted to make a space. And I call it the Sandbox Podcast because it's like when you like a little kid, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to your friends about anything. There's no judgment. You don't feel like, oh, because men now are like kind of walled up about certain stuff. So like I make this like an open space. We can share, we can laugh about literally anything. That's why I call it the Sandbox. But I call it the group Move Emotion because when we move, there's intention. And when we move, we want to make sure that there's waves being felt. Even if it's like 20 people, that we want y'all to feel what we're doing. So that's kind of like what inspired me. And I'm glad I got my brother Joe, my brother Brendan, and then the other 2 members that, doing other things. They always be my family.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how that started. And it's been a beautiful thing because it's definitely grown. And like you said, you reached up to me and said this. We've been more consistent, and that's all I could ever ask for. Like they show up sometimes late, which is fine. But we still do it though. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the perfection. That's just me being a perfectionist. Again,
that's
I love them. I love them to death. But I am very picky. I'm very. I need things done a certain way.
It's your baby. It's your baby. You gotta treat it
and
that's
like
all.
That's all it is, really.
Bro, thought and that's kind of how open up an exit by myself. Like, damn.
I definitely say from like my POV, it was just like chilling with the homies. That's how I always say it whenever somebody comes on. It's never to feel like, oh, pressure.
Yeah, like, what do you think, Darnell? Like you say your first podcast, but did it feel like hard to share?
It was good.
Yeah, and that's what we want. Like, I want you to feel like
angle good, but it was good outside of that.
It's just the camaraderie and the good feelings that you get from
and we love that. We love that. You know what I'm saying? And we love everything you have going on. So it was dope listening.
Appreciate it. Joe, you want to keep going with what made you want to do the pod?
Huh?
You said just chilling with the homies. Do you have anything else?
Oh, I was just saying, like, from my POV, it was definitely like, it wasn't like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. It was just like coming and sitting down and talking to my brothers, catching up on life. It's just like, different things that we had on our mind or different things that we're going through as we grow or different, life experiences that we have. Yeah. And other people out there might experience those same experiences and be like, oh, I can relate to that. So when we come down here and sit and we talk, rather it be like at a restaurant or at the homie's house, getting faded or something, we do it in front of y'all and, real time, real talks. And it's real time, real thoughts that y'all got. So it's like
it's all off the dome, bro. It's not scripted. We got little questions over here and there, but it's not like what do you think? You know what I'm saying? It's very natural.
Come have a good time. Kick it with the homies, make memories.
Facts. What would you say your perspective?
Even if we wasn't making no money, I would still have a good time coming here and doing all this. And not that we're making
but
crazy
that's what y'all
money.
shooting.
But I'm saying,
that's what we shooting for.
That's what y'all shooting for.
I'm saying like,
yeah.
When it's like when you're doing something, you like doing it when you're not making any money for it.
Right. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Right.
Brenda, your perspective?
What made me want to do is, when he first brought out the idea to me, because he was always telling me about the other 2 people that he first started the podcast with. And he was always telling me like, I really want to do this. So like, my passion always, because like you, like I always kind of knew what I wanted to be in. Like I wanted to be in business from another point of view. Like my thing is HR. So I liked helping people get to where they want to be, like do better at. So when he was always telling this to me, I was like pitching him a few ideas and stuff because I'm more like, this is like my first time like being like in cameras and stuff. I'm more like out the way kind of dude for real. Like that's what's like before we start here, we're gonna get the real Brendan because he know like I ain't trying to bite my tongue on certain things and whatnot. But hearing him talk about it, he was just like, bro, you kind of like, come on, like he was like pushing, he's like, you got to do it. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, who else going to be in it? And he was telling me about Joe. And I was like, I've known Josiah for a minute. We just kind of like branched apart because of the school. Like he ended up going to, because we went to elementary, middle school together.
Yeah. We split junior high.
We split off at junior high. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to reconnect with Joe. So that was easy. Same thing with, so we had 2 other people, Greg and Josiah. Troy. My bad. Greg, Troy, I'm sorry. I was gonna say,
shout out y'all.
I was like, shout out y'all.
Love y'all.
I was like, Greg was the same way. Knew him since middle school. Split off. So I was like, all right, there's there. And then Troy, me and her linked up when they said during like one of the planning things and really wanted to do. It was just seemed easy. I was like, all right, bet. Let's actually do it. And it was kind of like a leap of faith, like how you said, like just doing something new. And I was like, I rock with all of them, so I was like, why not?
Getting together a bunch of like-minded individuals to produce something that's greater than you, basically.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he was passionate about it, so I was like, if I could,
shout out my brother. We wouldn't be here without my brother.
Hey, bro, it's a team effort, bro. It's a team effort. I wouldn't be doing this without him. I would want to do it without him. So, yeah, for sure. So
I was just saying, like, yeah, exactly. And I rocked with all of them. I was like, it's going to be easy. It's been ever since.
Yeah. we just been, but our biggest thing in the beginning was just consistency. And I was like, if we gonna do this, us three, we gotta do it. So we've been as consistent. We have like 4 episodes on deck. At this point in this video, like we already have 3 episodes waiting to be edited. We just gonna crank them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep doing it because
for all you doubters and naysayers out there talking about some move motion, don't be consistent.
We gonna be consistent.
We moving with motion.
Right.
We moving with motion. We not just moving. They moving with real motion.
Intention.
So it takes time sometimes when you moving with motion. Sometimes it just don't just happen as fast as you think it's gonna happen.
That's why we asked you that question about like what are some things you ran into and how you bent your head and things like that. Because like my brother was talking about when we first started, we was just shooting things out and we saying things off the top of our head, you know,
and
crazy stuff. So.
and life stuff is getting in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's, those are videos you'd want to show to your, you know, young cousins. So
family. My grandma was like, man, I ain't never knew you cussed like that. I ain't never knew you said that. Like, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be spread with everybody. You know, it's like true positive community is what we're trying to build. So that's why we bringing people
like when in the earlier episodes where we talk about how we be when we're like outside and stuff. My cousin hit me on one time. She's like, "You be outside like that?" I'm like, "No."
Exactly how you be outside. You done said it all on the 3 cameras. There's 3 of them in here. Y'all.
Sorry, we shared a little too much information. Now you know a little too much.
Yeah, a little federal. But yeah, man, that's the simplest way I can put it.
Well, but we want to congratulate the homie for being on the pod.
Yeah, it's his first pod. Bro, very well thought out answers. Very descriptive about what he got going on. He did great for his first time.
Where can we follow where can we find your stuff?
Because whatever you tell us, we gonna put in the description. So you can just let me know also. But just let us know.
You can follow me at Racer Nails. RACERNELLZZ. You can follow the business at Final Lap Studios.
And where's this IG, Facebook,
all
YouTube?
This is IG and YouTube and everything else.
You got your own website?
Yep, finallapstudios.com. Yep, and y'all can follow us on there. Y'all see everything. We write on South High for all the people in Columbus.
Yeah, 604, baby.
Yeah, pull up to Columbus and visit Nelson. You know what I'm saying?
For the people not in Columbus, it's on the website. We still right here. So, you know, it's all there. We worldwide with it. Nothing but a plane.
Dope.
Trip away.
Dope.
Yeah.
And everything he said is going to be in the description. So, you know, if you don't remember all that, don't worry. It's going to be there. I'm going to edit it in so y'all know where to go. You know what I'm saying? Along with all of our stuff. So,
shout out my brother.
Yeah, shout out Nels, bro. One more time.
Move with his motion. Move with
his motion so you can move with our motion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
but
as always, let us know how we did in this video.
We know you loved it.
Let us know how we did in the last video. Let us know what you want to see in future videos.
Of course.
You want nails again? We do. You know what I'm saying?
And we can run it back for the fight.
You know, that's the bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro for life. He'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
We gonna
like, comment, subscribe, share with the homies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning into the Sandbox Podcast. Nels, any final thoughts?
What's your advice for people that want to do what you do right now?
Hey man, y'all keep going. Keep racing. That's all. Keep going. That was the best advice I ever got in my life. To keep going.
Racing. Yeah. That's hard.
That's it.
Well, you heard him first, bro. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like you said, and we'll catch y'all next video, bro. God bless and peace.